Hi guys, my name is Pooper. Thank you for joining me for episode 5 of Factorio 0.15. And today I'm hoping to get more automation going by building a factory for belts, underground belts, and splitters. And to do that, I'm actually going to be ripping up our science factory here, and we're going to be using this main line of iron here to supply our new factory that we're going to be building. So let's get started with that by ripping up everything here, and we can move this somewhere else here shortly. But I at least want to get a factory going so that it'll be easier for us to expand and actually build our main factory. Not 100% sure where I'm going to be moving this yet, but I do want to use kind of the top and bottom area of our iron line here. Okay, and so for starters, we're going to get, let's see, we already have a couple assembling machines made. So I'm thinking we're going to use, let's see, we're going to make a couple iron gears for starters. That's kind of the essential product along with iron needed for belts and inserters. So let's do like that. And let's put one belt in between. And this is where our product line of the gear wheels will go. We'll do two more right there. And we'll put another line here, and then two more. So we'll have 6 total iron gear wheel production here that will feed into our belts and eventually an inserter factory as well. So let's see, we're gonna want this side fed by iron here, so we will need an insert or a splitter, excuse me, there. And this will go all the way down to feed these guys here. Okay, let's do like that. There we go. And then let's put our outputs right there. And the gear wheels should automatically be balanced because they're going to be fed from both sides. And then we will have these, it's actually, oops, go like that. Okay, great. Alright, and then we'll put this one as the yellow underground belt. We'll do this one for the regular transport belts, and then we'll put one here for our splitters. Oh, we can't make that yet. We'll need some more science, I guess. But this will be a good start. And we will actually do a box in between. Like that. Okay, and I want to put a limit on these before I forget. Okay, good. So they should all be limited right now. Let's give them some power. Let's do like that and that. want to put the power here. Let's keep it, I guess, in the middle here. Okay, great. That's technically working. Oh, how are they? Oh, I know what we need to do. We'll do undergrounds right there. And then we will do... Oh, we'll have to move these power poles. That's okay. I can't remember if splitters need the gears, but we'll find out once we research that. Let's put that there instead, I guess. That will be fine. Fantastic. What are you missing? Oh, you're missing iron, that's what. Okay, we'll have iron coming from the middle. There, perfect. Great, so we now have some automation of our belts and undergrounds, and eventually we'll get some splitters going as well. And then we can have these feed into an inserter factory at some point as well. I'm just kind of going to make some placeholders for now, just so I have an idea of where everything's going to go. Let's see, like that, I think. Okay, so eventually we'll have this be red belts, this will be the red undergrounds, and this will be red splitters. And then if we were still gonna have this factory by the time we were upgraded and kind of while the base was more in its final resting spots, we could make a third column here for our blue belt tech, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary. We are going to have this moved eventually, so we could probably just go straight into inserters, like around here-ish. Okay, so we could start with... Oh, we can't even make yellow inserters? Great. Alright, well, I'm kind of stuck now until I get more science, so science really needs to be the next thing that I get automated. What I will do, I think, we'll kind of make an equal line here so it's parallel with this factory, because I like symmetry. Okay, just like that. We'll extend this down a little bit. And the middle line here I think we'll leave for coal. Actually, you know, if we leave the science up here... No, I'm thinking too far ahead because red and green science don't take coal, so I shouldn't have to worry about coal supply. Let's build a couple more of these. Okay, so again for red science we need copper. Oh, you know what I could do is give half of these over to the... Yeah, we're gonna do that. Just because this just doesn't have to be the most efficient factory for our belts and inserters and stuff. So I'm okay with sharing our production so we don't have to duplicate this at this point. There we go. actually, I don't like how that's looking, so we'll put that there. Let's have it branch off here. Great. So that's a little bit more congruent. Perfect. So we'll have iron line, gear line there. Do I need a... I don't know if I need both of those split off. And then what I can actually do, we can put that belt that way so we can actually have only a quarter of these fed to that side if we want. There we go. Perfect. So got to make a couple more inserters by hand because we don't have the tech yet to make the yellows oddly, although we can do the purples. That's kind of interesting. Okay, red science, here we come. We've got copper and we have gear wheels. So to do about one red science pack a second, I believe we need oh yeah, so it takes 5 seconds to craft one pack, I think you get one. You either get one or two. I can't remember which. So we're gonna do 5 red science factories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. And then we'll need a couple red inserters to feed the iron into their assemblers. Great, this is coming along. We do need an output for them, which is going to be a problem. So I think I'm going to have to join the iron and the gears here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's join, if I put this belt here, then I can actually what I'll do, let's extend that by 1. Okay, great. Let's fix our underground belts here. Let's get rid of this. We'll put it back for our output belt. Oh, let's just eat that, I guess. There we go. Okay, and let's give them some power. Great, it's coming along. Let's put in some lights so you guys can see. Okay, so that should give us, oh, we're missing our input of copper. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Great, so now we should technically have, let's see, I don't remember if it's 1 or 2. Let's see what this says or what it pops out. Just 1, okay. So now we technically have one red science pack per second. Let's do, what does green science take now? That's where it takes the inserters. And we can't yet automate inserters. So let me put a couple of these guys here. Actually, we're gonna move that. Oh, I'm gonna have to move them down even more. Oh, I can barely fit. And then I can have these kind of feed into one another. So we can do like that. And like that. And like that. Alright, now we just have to research something and then we should technically have red science fully automated, just like we started with this episode with, but this one's a little bit cleaner, more ratio perfect. So let's research, that for sure, because that will allow us to get more advanced automation, and that will take 40 red science. Let's do it. Okay, that's working perfectly. Can we build a couple more labs, maybe? So then if we can get green science going, then we'd be in pretty good shape. So slow. But let's see how this is doing here. Great, we've got, so now we have a good supply of our belt production. We even have underground belts here. We'll do splitters here also in a minute. We will need green circuit production though. Let's add a couple more of these to make it faster. Oh, it's actually not too slow. It's coming along. It's taking about 2 minutes or so, maybe. Okay, great. Now let's build an assembler, the fancy assembler. Okay, now we should be able to do splitters. Perfect. We just need the electronic circuits. Okay, and then green science, what does that take? I wonder if we can use this to actually feed our green science. What would that... We'd have to be pretty innovative. But that might work, actually. I'm thinking, I mean, I can't for now put a better limit on that, but I'm hoping we can allow 2 stacks so we can get about 1 stack of, actually, oh no, that wouldn't work. We would need 1 stack of belts to go in here to supply, oh, that wouldn't work either. Let me just try and think this through. How this could work. We need this to get the belt supply. Okay, I know what we can do. We will have the output for this one go somewhere else. We'll have it go like right there. Let's limit the stacks. There we go. And then that way it can be fed the belt still, and then we can have a red inserter here that will feed onto the underground belt just like it's doing now. Okay, and then we can technically get rid of this one here. We don't need that anymore. I don't want to carry all of those on there, so let me just put them in there. Let me still just limit it to like 2 stacks or so. Let me get it out another 100. Let's give it power again. Great, now that is being fed the belts, and then can we do the same with inserters? Now that we can do inserters. So we will have, I think, our yellow inserter in this section here. So we'll need to make another blue assembly machine. There we go. Ooh, and again we need green circuits, so we really need to get some green circuit production going as soon as possible. I'm just trying to be inventive. I don't want to completely waste our resources, you know, and have multiple assembling machines making the same product right now. Let's make a couple more of those. Green science again. Okay, so it does not take gear wheels. Great, so what I can do is have the assemblers there. And to make 1 a second, we would need 6. So we don't have room. I can just move this one, I guess. So we can put 6 here. And then we can have, I want to keep this line available for inserters and the belts. And then just around here we can make like a little green science factory. We can do, in fact, maybe let's do that now. So for green science we need copper, or green circuits, I mean we need copper and iron. And I believe the ratio is still 3:2, just like it has been. Okay, there's the standard 3:2. And then green circuits we actually will mirror on the other side for now because that will be in such high demand. And then of course, once we kind of get our bearings, we can make this a lot more efficient in the future. But for now, this is just so we can get a regular supply of things going. There we go. Let's extend that down more. Oh, I already have let's do that instead. We will just feed our circuits this way. We can do like that, maybe. Oh. That won't work. And then these guys need copper. I don't know if I left enough room for copper. Let's just kind of split that off 2 more times for the copper so that this side can get it, I guess. So like that and like that should be fine, I'm thinking. Oh, no, we'll have to put this one here. Actually, I shouldn't have to do kind of the looping belt here, because if we have a red insert, that should be able to just pull right from there. Whoops, I think I want the belt to go there. There we go. Because our middle belt here should still be the coal line. And then these guys we can just have pull straight from this section for their copper. We can have them go like that for now. Let's build a couple more inserters. Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, that will be good. So we just have to worry about how this side gets their iron, which we can actually have them feed from here. So we'll have that crossover. Oh, it's going to have to be one higher. There we go. And we'll do the same thing where we have undergrounds so that the iron can get through. Oops. Okay, and they will get their iron from here and here. Oh. Oh yes, okay, that's how they're getting their iron. Okay, so technically all we need now is some power. Let's give it a couple of lights here. A couple more. A couple more power poles. And one more power pole should do it for us. Why are you not working? And there we have it. It's technically working. Why is this one not working though? Oh, because it's facing the wrong way. Let's fix that. Voila, we now technically have green circuit factory, and that should prepare us for next time so that we can finish our automation of green science. So little by little, we're getting some progress made. I think we'll call it there. Thank you for joining me for episode 5 of Factorio 0.15. Hope to see you in the next one.